I'm Grant Barclay. I've been minister at St Kentigern's in Kilmarnock for just over 18 years. And about 4 years ago, I was asked to serve on the Council of Assembly. He's a nice chap, and I think he'll look forward to hearing about the parish here in the community.
And I'm having Betty down to...
Excellent, so you can meet her too.
Yes.
As a parish minister, sometimes I think that my responsibilities end at the parish boundary or perhaps go into the presbytery. But in truth, I've found that working on the Council of Assembly has allowed me to meet tremendous people, really gifted folk. They're wacky at times, they're funny, they come from all over Scotland and they bring a whole range of perspectives to bear.
Would you like a tea or coffee? Coffee, just milk?
I'm Amanda Phillip. I'm 24 and from Livingston. I work in Edinburgh in a care home for the elderly, which I love. When I joined the church, something that was really important to me was that I would give my time and my energy. And I did that a lot in my home church, but I felt that I could give more. And so when I got the opportunity to go onto the committee, I felt that that was a really good way to serve.
The Church of Scotland has a reach right across the whole country and indeed beyond. We have operations throughout the world, in Europe, in the Middle East, in Africa and in the Americas. What determines what happens in these areas, in Scotland and abroad, is what happens at our committees and at our councils.
What happens locally is connected quite closely to what happens in these national committees and councils, and the decisions which are made at the committee level very often support the work, for example, of ministers and also other projects.
And then we'll look at these lovely colours.
Messy Church is fun. We have crafts, we have games, we have the most important part, Bible stories and singing songs suitable for preschool children.
We come to Messy Church and we have time together. I get to do a lot of things with them that I wouldn't otherwise do, and I spend a lot of time with other mums. I've met a lot of people through coming to Messy Church and got to know a lot of people in the church as well through coming here.
I get a nice respite for a little while. It's really good company, and all the games are catered for her, even though she's so young, up to sort of 4, 5-year-old, which is really good.
They learn about God, they have a lot of fun, the cakes are great, they love that, everything's good about it.
Committee work is not dry and dusty. Sometimes some of the papers may look so, and the numbers in a finance group paper can look daunting, but the stories behind these words and these numbers is what really matters to us and to our committee members.
Sometimes I feel a range of things, not always sure what the day is going to bring. But the one thing I am sure about is that I'm going to meet people who are friends. I really enjoy meeting them, and I have to say that often the concerns that I might have as I walk along the road towards the offices in George Street disappear. Morning, Kate. When I say hello to folks who are at the desk, when I meet my colleagues, when we share a coffee together, find out how we are doing, discover what's happening in our own churches and renew that friendship.
I was terrified when I first got nominated to go onto nominations committee and thought, I'm useless with names. I worried that because I was young, I didn't know a lot of the people that would be discussed. But actually, you just need to pray about it and you'll be guided. And the committee that I joined were so welcoming that really I didn't feel like a stranger walking into the room. I really felt like part of that group.
Even though some of the committees I go to sometimes deal with matters which are fairly dull and dry, still they are involved in allocating resources so that we can continue to do as much work as possible so that the church is able to serve the whole of Scotland in the name of Jesus.
We'd love to have a wider variety of people on our councils and committees. You don't have to be 42, you don't have to have a university degree. You can bring any of your life experiences to bear to church committee work, and we would welcome you wholeheartedly.
Ministers have a contribution to make, but so do people from all walks of life with all sorts of different views about the church, different dreams and visions about what the church might be, who can see different sorts of needs and also can address them. I've learned so much from people who are elders and who are members in all sorts of different congregations, and there is no doubt that being involved in these councils is a real way to serve the church these days.
We hear more firsthand exactly what is going on in the wider church, and sometimes we are in a smaller church, you don't hear these things, so we are privileged that Grant is working.
Being on a church committee allows you to have a hand in shaping the future, not just the future of the church, but the future of Scotland.
I feel part of something where I'm valued and where I'm loved and where I can make a difference. I feel that I'm bringing new life to the church. We're always looking for new people. We're always looking for younger people and older people to come together and just keep the church progressing. We see a real energy in the youth assembly and the young people there, and we're trying to focus a bit more on bringing that energy to the national church, onto committees and councils, so that they can help develop the future of the church too.
And the future of the church is?
Exciting. The future of the church is exciting.